So we're ready for one of the newest features in Microsoft 365. Once all that's completed, you'll finally see the real Microsoft 365 backup dashboard where you can start working from. So here you see your options are SharePoint, Exchange, and OneDrive. That's it. Now click Setup Policy below the Exchange option to begin setting up native Microsoft 365 backups for Exchange and Microsoft 365. The first page provides you with just an introduction to what the policy will define. It doesn't necessarily mean you'll actually get to choose any variances in options in association with that which you are defining here. Only these are the details that the policy defines. So once you click Next, you'll get to define the scope of your Microsoft 365 Exchange backup policy. Here you can see you have the option of choosing individual mailboxes, choosing distribution groups or security groups from Microsoft Entra ID, or uploading your scope choices via a CSV file. If you choose to back up only specific user mailboxes, you'll be presented with a search dialog area on the right side where you can pick between the different users' mailboxes. You can choose one or multiple users, and then you can additionally choose the other options if you're wanting to mix and match in what ways you want to configure this backup policy. You'll next have an opportunity to review and finish the Exchange backup policy. Note you don't get to choose the backup duration. It's going to back up the data every 10 minutes. That's not something Microsoft allows you to decide or influence. And it'll only retain the Exchange data for 1 year, no more, no less. It's not up to you within the Microsoft 365 Exchange backup solution. So then you simply choose to create the policy. It'll then proceed to both create and activate this policy and then provide you with the success screen if applicable. So the status of your Exchange policy will then show as processing until it's finished. And this could take anywhere from a minute to an hour, just depending on how the service is running that day for you. But you see there, now you have a button for restoration of data you've backed up. If you click on the Exchange policy details, you'll just see the basics, including the last modified date and by whom. You can also see which mailboxes are included, as well as have an option to add additional mailboxes from there. If you choose from there to add another user, you'll again be walked through the same steps you originally were when selecting the previous scope. Here you can now see what the status looks like once your Exchange backup policy has finished processing and is active. You'll see that if you click on the details now, you'll also have the opportunity to pause the policy. All the other options are the same, and you'll see again you still have the opportunity to edit the scope if you wish to add or subtract from the policy.